going thrift shopping today. I have not been thrift shopping in a while. I think just with the holidays and everything, I just haven't been, but I have a whole folder on my phone called What to Look For While Thrifting. I'll put some like examples on the screen. There's a lot. I'm feeling inspired. There's like a lot of items I hope I find. I don't know, I feel like it's always the most exciting before you go thrifting because you're like, ooh, what could there be? And sometimes you go in and you're like, oh, nothing. But it's gonna be a good thrift day. We're gonna put that out there. I feel like this might be my most successful thrifting video yet. So first what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna make an iced coffee really quick. That way I'm not tempted to get like a little sweet treat while we're out. And then I'm gonna tidy up the kitchen really quick. It's not too bad. And then we're going to the thrift stores. Okay guys, so we're about to go thrifting. The kitchen looks great. I just tidied up a little bit. I'm gonna do the floors really quick, so I thought it was the perfect time to showcase the sponsor of today's video, which is Dreame. Now, I've talked about Dreame on my channel before. I love them. I have multiple products from them that I've had for years. So this is one of their new products. It's the Dreame H12 Pro FlexReach Wet and Dry Vacuum, and I love it. It's so quick and convenient. There's just a few areas on the floor that I want to tidy up before I leave, just food messes from this morning. So I thought it would be the perfect time to tell you a little bit about Dreame and then we'll go thrifting. So like I said, this is the Dreame H12 Pro FlexReach Wet and Dry Vacuum. So the thing that is so great about this is it has the ability to clean both wet and dry messes. So say like a bowl of cereal falls on the floor. You can use this vacuum to clean up the whole mess, Cheerios and milk. You don't have to go and pick things up or vacuum first and then mop. You can get it all up in one go with this 2-in-1 product. So this is great if you have kids. I know we have the original Dreame H12 Pro also. We've had that for, I want to say like 2 years now. And so when my son Bennett was 2 and he used to eat in his high chair, after every meal the ground would be so dirty. So I use this pretty much every day just to go over the ground really quick, and it would pick up any crumbs, any milk, any food. It was perfect. It was so easy and convenient. Now, something I love about the new Pro FlexReach is it has an 180-degree lay flat feature. So if you need to get under chairs, under coffee tables or bar stools, any piece of furniture, you can easily lay it flat and it will still work, which is really neat. It also has tangle cut technology, which is awesome, especially if you have pets or if you're just like me with long hair and there's hairs everywhere. It can effortlessly pick up any tangled messes, and it cuts through hair and debris without tangling. And I love that it has different modes. So there's an auto mode, a turbo mode, a quiet mode, or suction. So say there's just a big mess of water, you can just use the suction mode. And I also really like that it has smart dirt detection, so it can auto adjust power and water flow based on how dirty your floors are. But my favorite thing about it is the self-cleaning feature. So you don't have to go through and take it apart and deep clean it after every clean. All you do is you press one button and then it will self-clean itself with fresh water, and it will also do an 194-degree hot air self-drying to make sure that your machine stays odor-free. So I just love this product. Like I said, I have the original Dreame H12 Pro wet dry vacuum. I've had it for a couple years, no complaints, no notes. I love it, it's perfect. And this is their new H12 Pro FlexReach wet and dry vacuum, and it is just as amazing. I have no complaints. It is such a great product from a great company. So if you guys are interested, I will have them linked down below. And thank you so much to Dreame for sponsoring today's video. And let's get into the thrifting, guys. Okay, you guys are gonna have to excuse my voice because it has just been in and out the past few days. But the first place I went to is this thrift store in Charlotte, and oh my goodness, it is jam-packed. There is so much stuff in here. I think it used to be an old grocery store. You can see here they have like a freezer section that's filled with clothes. And I will say, I've probably been here about 5 times now and I've never bought anything. And it kind of reminds me of the thing people say where they're like, oh, if you have too many toys out for your kids, they'll get overwhelmed and they won't play with any of them. That's how I feel about this thrift store, because I am sure there is so many gems hidden in here, but every time I come, it's almost too much to even take it all in, that I never end up buying anything. But I did want to record it and just show you guys because it's crazy. I've never seen a thrift store this packed before. Now, moving on to my favorite place, which is Goodwill. The first thing I saw was this planter, which I really liked, but $14.99. No, thank you. And then I came across this candlestick. I did really like it. I thought it was pretty. However, I wasn't sure what I would do with just the one candlestick, so I decided to leave it behind. Now, the next section that I always recommend checking out at Goodwill is baskets. There's so many baskets there for any size or color or any occasion that you need it for. I liked this little one. I was trying to come up with ideas of how I would use it, but I couldn't really think of anything. And then I really liked this long one. I actually have one similar that I bought at full price from Target. It's a bread basket. I actually use it for cookbooks, but this would also be great like on the back of a toilet for toilet paper. And then I really liked this large basket as well. Now, I was immediately drawn to these blue and white items that I saw. That is something that I always look for. And I did like this one. I almost brought it home, but I just didn't know how I would use it. Now, I loved this lamp base. I thought it was beautiful with the right lampshade. It would be so pretty. Now, I actually carry around some lead testing swabs in my purse when I go to thrift stores. And I don't know why, but this one was screaming at me to test it for lead. So I did, and that swab turned red so fast. I've actually never tested anything and had it turn positive for lead, which is a dark red. And this one was immediate. So I decided to put those back and they did not come home with me. These frames, I actually really liked these. They're very simple, but I think they would be good in like a playroom or like my son's room. I like that there was 3 of the same ones. And I don't love black frames, but it's so easy just to pop the glass out and spray paint the frame and put it back together. I have a lot of frames in my house that started out a certain color and then I just ended up spray painting them. So that's always an option. Keep that in mind when you're out thrifting. Now, I had to share this book because for some reason this was bringing back so many memories to me, and I'm not sure if I read this at some point or if this was a show or what, because the name The Doll People rang a bell to me, but then also the images of the little doll people was so familiar. So I'm not sure where I saw this in the past, but I must have read this book at some point. Now, the next store is my favorite thrift store. It's not like a Goodwill, so I think it's considered more of like an antique store or a consignment store. However, this one is awesome. It has a price on it, but they have this thing where if the item has been there for a month, it's 30% off. 2 months is 40% off, and then 3 months and up is 50% off or something like that. So everything is always very cheap when I come in here, and there are just so many great finds. Now, I have been on the hunt for some great bookends, and I love the look of horses and decor. It's very like Ralph Lauren, very traditional. I love it. So I was drawn to these bookends. However, something about them I didn't like. I felt like their eyes were very bulgy and weird looking. So I did decide to leave those behind. Okay guys, it is haul time. So I have a lot of stuff. I'm like, what do I even begin with? Okay, I'll just start small. So the first thing that I got is this planter, and it was $3. Looks like this. It's a pretty small guy. I really liked the pattern on it. I like that it's not a lot of the blue and white vases you see in like Home Goods or TJ Maxx, or it's like a very dark blue and then a very stark white. I really liked how this was a little bit softer, maybe a little more faded looking in certain areas. So I thought this was really pretty. Now, multiple ways I'm thinking of using this. Obviously, it can be used as a planter. I have this little fake guide to kind of show you guys. And I was thinking I could put it on a bookcase or a side table, or it has that little draining hole for a plant. So another great use of this would be like next to the kitchen sink where you put your sponge or like that scrubber brush just to place it in here when you're not using it, and then it kind of hides the sponge. It can still drain out and it looks really pretty. So just some different options, but either way I thought this was a great find for $3. Okay, now the next item might be my favorite find. I will say I kind of cheated with this one because I didn't really find it thrifting. I guess I found it antiquing, consignment shopping. I was at an antique mall here in North Carolina called the Depot at Gibson Mill. I think it's the largest antique mall in the South. It is huge. But I felt like the price of this was awesome. So I found this. It is this like rattan basket. To me, it looks like something that you would put like papers in, like books in or papers next to your couch. I just love it. I thought it was so pretty, and it was only, I want to say it was like $15, maybe $18. So still a great price, because I have seen things priced at Goodwill for like $15 that weren't nearly this cool. I love this. I just think this is so neat. You could use this as a basket to store blankets in, toys, dog toys, books, your laptop or whatever. Like put it next to a chair or just put it in the bedroom, put it next to the fireplace. I just feel like there's so many cool uses for this. I love all the different patterns. I don't know, this is like my favorite thing I got. So got this. Now the next item you might not love, because my husband was like, it's kind of ugly, but I love it. I think it's cute. It has potential. So I had actually seen something just like this on Amazon the night before I went thrift shopping, and I almost bought it. So someone on Instagram, some Instagram influencer had posted a link to a little side table that you put on the arm of your couch to put your drink on or whatever, and I was like, oh, that's a great idea. I almost bought it for like $25. The next day I went thrifting and I saw this guy, and it is the same thing. Now this is wood. Not sure, is this rattan, wicker, some sort of woven texture, but I don't know. I thought that was so cool. It's exactly what I was looking for, but it has a little more character. And I have used it because I've had these for a couple weeks now, and I've put drinks on it. It works perfectly. Or you could always like style it as a decor moment on maybe like the side of an armchair that you don't really sit in much, and just have a vase or whatever on it. But I just thought that was so neat. So I got this. I want to say, I'm so sorry guys, I usually don't remove the tags. For some reason I removed quite a bit of tags, and this footage is from like a month ago. I want to say this was like $6. Okay, the next item is another favorite of mine. Now it's no antique or anything like that. I'm sure it was from some modern store, but I love it. And it is this little glass vase of hydrangeas. I just think it is so pretty. Hydrangeas are my favorite flower, specifically when they're this green color. I just think it's so, it's very like classy to me for some reason. And these are so realistic looking. I love that they're in a clear glass vase with like the stems, and it looks like there's water in there. And I even like the shape of the vase. I just thought these were so pretty. Now it says NDI. NDI.com. Actually, let me look that up real quick. Ooh, luxury faux florals. Whoa. One of the arrangements right here is $1,000. Now I don't think this one's $1,000, but I wonder if I can find it. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't have paid more than like 10 bucks for this. So, okay, so they don't seem to have the exact color in the exact vase. So this might have been like an older launch or whatever, but okay. I think this was $6. So this one right here looks pretty similar, just different colors. $200. Wow. Okay, score. So I got that. Okay, so the next 3 items are books. Anytime you go to a Goodwill, look in the book section because you never know if you'll find perfect coffee table books. So I actually already took this cover off. It looks like it was originally from a library, but how perfect is this to find thrifting? It is called Decorating with Antiques, Confidently Combining Old and New by Caroline Clifton Mogg. So it looks like that. And like I said, I took the cover off and it had this really pretty blue underneath. Now there was a little bit of an issue. The sticky tape on it was not coming off and it did rip it a little bit and then it kind of stained it down here. But I'm like, you know what? If I put it on the coffee table, I could put stuff on top of it like a candle or another book, or I can put it on a bookshelf or whatever. But how cool is this? So there's so many different pictures of decorating with antiques. There's different tips. It's just so neat. So found that. I think it was $1.99. I'm pretty sure paperbacks are 99 cents and hardbacks are $1.99. So I got that. Okay, so the next book I got because I really liked the color of it. And it is this book, The Magnolia Story by Chip and Joanna Gaines. So when I'm at the thrift store, I always keep an eye out for any books that I would kind of like that have a good color underneath. So I really liked the color of this book, how it's like a grayish blue. I really love blues and I thought it would be perfect on a bookshelf. So I got this. And then the last one is a cookbook. This is Cravings by Chrissy Teigen. So this is a cookbook that I believe they still sell at Target or wherever. It's retails at $30 and I paid $1.99. So I'm excited to look through here and see if there's any recipes that look good to me. But I do like to keep a lot of cookbooks on my counter in this one little area that's off to the side. I feel like it just adds a little bit of height and interest and decor and color, and then obviously you can use it as well. So I got that. Okay, 2 more things, and this next thing I'm fully prepared for people to not like it. I know it's not everyone's style. I was specifically on the hunt for a floral, like vintage looking lamp for in the kitchen. I have a plate wall of all my blue and white thrifted plates, and then underneath there's like a little area where I wanted to put a lamp. And I just had a vision in mind, but I saw this and it had a tag on it that said vintage $10. I thought it was perfect. Now, like I said, I'm prepared for people not to like it, but it is exactly what I was going for in that space. I think it's so pretty. It has the look of those blue and white plates, so it'll fit in well, but it's not blue and white, so I feel like it won't be too matchy-matchy. It's very spring and happy to me. I think it's gonna be great. And my idea on how to modernize it a little bit is I found this at Target. Wicker's really in right now. Wicker lampshades are in. I know either Studio McGee or Hearth and Hand has like an all wicker lamp. So I bought this for $15 from Target and I'm gonna put this on. The lamp does work and I've had it on the counter for a couple weeks now and it looks perfect. So this is what it looks like. Okay, this comes down about an inch more, but I need to like actually push it. I love it. It's exactly what I was going for. It fits the space perfectly. So yeah, that is what I got, $10. Now, the last item I got is something I always look for when I go to Goodwill. Baskets, baskets, baskets. They always have so many baskets. Now, this basket I think used to be somebody's Easter basket because it has like some of this stuff in it. Ooh. But look at how nice and big this basket is. It's huge. Originally when I saw it, I was thinking you could put this next to a bathtub with a bunch of rolled up towels in it. That's immediately what I thought of. But it would be great for like kids' toys, dog toys. I've actually been using it in our hall closet. I've done a lot of decluttering videos recently. If you're into that, I have a lot on my channel. And I recently redid the hall closet downstairs and I stored the extra shoes and like flip-flops and sandals and stuff in here, and that's been working perfectly. So this was $3. I'm telling you guys, if you ever need a basket, you need to go to Goodwill. There's so many there. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. I love doing videos like this. So leave a comment down below if you love thrifting videos. Give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to. I will actually link a bunch of my thrifting videos either up here in the cards, down below in the description. I'll put this in a playlist so you can click it and go to all my thrifting videos. I have a lot. There's a lot of things in my house that are thrifted. Actually, something I should have shared is this coffee table I found recently on Facebook Marketplace. It's huge for $45. So lots of thrifted goods in this house. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you check out Dreame down below. Like I said, all of their products are amazing. I have multiple of them. They work great. They do the job. They're so convenient. So I'll have them linked down below. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.